Good afternoon. I thought your question important enough that I would just go ahead and simply give you a video answer because it read, the more I read about the environmental effects of data centers, the more concerned I am. What can we, the residents of Louisa County, do to avoid these monstrosities, or is it already too late? It's never too late when there is something called hope. Now, don't be dismayed. Don't be concerned, because as a wizard, teacher, instructor, that sort of thing, our job is not to win. Our job is simply to educate. Now, when we educate, not only do we educate you on the detriments of a problem, we always provide you a solution as well. And the fact that you're growing concerned, you're growing in knowledge and understanding, and that is the key to what is necessary to heal the earth for all mankind. Notice that disease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E, is ease or peace, tranquility, when dysfunction is removed from the equation. Now, knowledge is unlimited power, and all wizards, all teachers who genuinely instruct with empathetic concern and understanding for their students, they are vessels of unlimited knowledge, kind of like a Green Lantern or something like that. Because a Green Lantern is he understands physics. Doesn't know physics, he understands physics. Because in order to develop a construct, you have to understand how physics operates. And from orbit, you'll see that every thermal energy power plant on the planet is basically a still. But it's a half-wave rectifier that hasn't been dealt with and regenerated back into drinking water and has not been terrestrially grounded away from the atmosphere, shunting heat to ground so that this can operate in a regenerative way and not destroy the earth as you try to generate energy. Same thing with water distillation. You're losing, see, every time you do electrical energy generation, 40% of the byproduct is water going away, okay? Here we capture it, and had they done this 15 years ago, as I explained this to the Board of Supervisors, 15 years ago, they could have had water at Zions Crossroads in 6 months. Now, U.S. Patent 8151569, I'm the inventor of that, the system and method for transmitting thermal energy. When I worked at North Anna, I had a supervisor, and one of the supervisors said to me, never come into my office with a problem if you don't bring in a solution. So yes, data centers are a horrible problem. Having no water is a horrible problem. Having government officials not be straightforward with you and explain genuinely what's going on. And that's a real problem, but we'll get to that because, see, that key thing we talked about, truth. See, truth is the most powerful force on this planet. And when children recognize the truth and understand that as they work through it, they have unlimited power as well, because children are kind, which means children are wise. Now, we're able, all of you are able, once you know the metrics of distillation, okay, for an electrical thermal energy power plant, and you learn how to basically shunt everything to ground and utilize that heat within your community, you have a tremendous advantage. But that advantage extends to not having to use oil or nuclear power at all if you happen to be on the continental shelf of all of the continents on the planet. Very easy to do. Plus, drinking water for free, without filters, without artificial power, drinking water from free from the seas of the planet. Which, by the way, brings the sea levels down. Okay? Now, that's because, remember, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Well, artesian wells, when you flood basically the aquifer and you pop in a pipe somewhere within it, you're able to get water out. But the same thing operates if you happen to flip over here with air. Okay? Air is just a fluid flow at a different level. It does something differently. And that's how the conduction force generators work. And ironically, it was Dominion Energy that did it first. They just didn't know what they had. Don't be dismayed, because the fact that you're concerned about things shows you that you're growing in information again, because Dominion Energy already has a solution to their own problem, okay? They're just confused right now because they don't understand physics. They know about physics. They do it all the time. They've got engineers that know how to build stuff, but they do not understand physics. And neither does the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, because they could, if they understood physics, they could make water out of air with, as you saw, every single thermal energy power plant on the planet. There wouldn't be a water problem if they knew how to use physics. Okay? But see, remember, that's the process. See, wizards do not get concerned when you have, let's just say, unscrupulous people doing stuff, because they're doing the best they can, because they don't have any other way of making it. Okay? They don't have a lot of friends. Okay? Money's their only friends. But see, money is like a bullet in the chamber of a gun. But remember, behind all those things are people. If it's Meta, if it's Amazon, if it's Dominion Energy, the deal is that you're dealing with human beings. And the one thing about human beings is that they have some frailties. And if they lie, they don't, what's the best way to put this? They're not competent. If they're not competent, they make mistakes. And that's where we are here. Data centers need to be put into cities, not out here in the rural areas, okay? But as you learn how to go back, if you go back through my profile and just run through, you're going to see a glimpse of just about everything, as how to use mass and matter and manipulate it in different ways and heal your earth for all mankind. Because you and fish are exactly the same. You'll learn, now that you have recognized threat, you have to make a choice between what a bully wants you to do or what your neighbor needs you to do. You'll figure that out, okay? Because Louisa can be made into an oasis. It's very simple, just by the use of pipe, okay? And remember, we are here to heal the earth for all mankind. But you have to be kind. You have to be intelligent. You have to understand physics. And you have to be able to think clearly in songs. So fear has no place in terrestrial engineering, has no place in planetary mechanics, because anything we have designed is predicated on knowing how the earth breathes. Just like you breathe in and breathe out, the earth breathes in and breathes out. And we've now configured a piping system that allows, without no moving parts, no mechanical means, a breathing apparatus that changes everything on earth. So the truth is, there is nothing to fret about anymore. Simply imagine if there were 30 of me writing letters, making comment, watching events and informing other people. And soon, you'll solve all the problems by yourself.